Hey, what's going on, Coach? It's Lucas, and in today's video, we're talking about the 4 types of online coaching business models and diving into details on each one so you can make an informed decision on which one would be best for your coaching business depending on where you're at right now with how big of a list, or if you're just starting, or if you've been doing this 5-10 years, there's probably a better model for you. And what I find a lot of times is either coaches are just randomly picking a model because they saw someone else doing something, so they're kind of using that and quote unquote copying them, which there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you're following or you're choosing the wrong one for where you're at right now. Or even worse, a lot of coaches don't have a model, so they feel a lot of stress and overwhelm because they're not too sure what they're doing and what to charge and how many clients and what a program looks like. And if we could just have a model, which I would see more like a map, and we know what we're doing next, we'll never really feel a deep sense of this crazy stress and overwhelm for long periods of time, because we can quickly look at our map and say, right, this is where we're at in our model, this is what we need to build next, this is how we generate the leads, this is how we bring in the clients, this is how many people we should be working with. And the final note before I get into the 4 is choose one and stick with it. A lot of times I see a lot of coaches choosing a business model or a plan, and they go after it for 6 months and then they quit, or they try something new because they're chasing shiny objects, and what you end up with is a lot of different little things built, but nothing's built to completion enough to actually sell it and build any traction or any meaningful momentum. So I want you, while you're listening to this video, be like, oh, I like that model, that would be best for me, and then set off and just stick to it. And if you need details on every one of them, check out the podcast, lucasrubix.com/podcast, because most likely I have a podcast episode filmed with either myself or a guest that goes into details on any one of those models. And we've had some amazing guests on there who've built $10 and $20 million coaching businesses. So rest assured, you'll probably find what you need at the podcast. But before you do that, let's talk about the 4 models and then talk about the pros and cons of each. There's your one-on-one coaching business model. There's your group coaching business model. There's your courses or programs that you can sell that are more evergreen. And there's your membership site model. And if you're saying, is that it? Is that all the ways I can make money? There are other ways, like through affiliate marketing, through speaking, through online seminars and webinars that you sell. I'm going to exclude those from this video. I do have details on each. We had Steph and James on the podcast that really talked about affiliate marketing. Why I'm not going to get into that is I see those usually as additions to the core 4. So once you build momentum on any one of these, building an affiliate program or a speaking or some kind of online membership sites is quite easy to add on. I don't talk about it often because I don't do that often. So if you're looking for like having speaking as your primary source of income, this is not the right channel for you. But if you're looking to build the first 4 and then just get opportunities and build that later, then this is going to be really relevant to you. So the 4, one-on-one, your group, your courses, programs, and your membership sites. The perks of your one-on-one coaching program, or that it's very quick to build. You can bring it to market within a few weeks or a month or 2 months. You can generate clients and start getting leads and actually put your program for sale. The down end, you're selling these programs for $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000. So to make an income very quickly is definitely the fastest way. The downside to it is that it's going to involve a lot of your time, especially because you're dealing with clients at a very personal level. But if you're just starting, I highly recommend doing that first and putting your time in the trenches. You don't have to, but I highly recommend doing it because you can quickly generate an income. And from that one-on-one coaching program, you'll generally build out a curriculum for a group coaching program. So it's very easy once you work with 4, 5, or 8 clients through your one-on-one program to start bringing out a group coaching program. The perk of a group coaching program is now you're working with 10, 15, 20 people at a time. So it's more cost effective or the cost of entry is lower for your clients, but you're also making more because now you're leveraging yourself. The downside to group coaching is you have to get 15 or 20 people to commit to buy within a very short window. And that sometimes, if you don't have momentum or an email list built, is difficult. Now, I've seen people do it. You can do it, but you have to have a very strategic marketing plan in place and really start generating income or generating interest, building an email list so you can generate that income and sell your group coaching, because you don't want to get into a position where you try to launch a group coaching program and only 2 people sign up, because you either have to refund them or you're going to be working with only 2 people for 8 or 12 weeks and not getting paid that much. So I highly recommend one-on-one. Once you're working with enough one-on-one and doing 8 or 10K a month, move to group coaching. From group coaching, They will help you design a program. Once you run a few groups through your program and everyone's like getting amazing results or getting good results, you can simply create a product out of it. So you take that, you take the live coaching element out of your group coaching program, and you build a program which is going to be an evergreen, and you can create a system that's like an email list to a webinar that sells your group coach, that sells your course and your program for you, and you never have to be involved. So now you're starting to like generate passive income streams, and that's pretty cool. When you're first starting, the really negative side of just creating a course and a program is sometimes you don't know exactly what your clients want, or you spend 3 months, and I've done this, building a program and no one buys it. So you haven't really moved your business ahead. You've spent 3 months thinking you're productive and thinking you're doing stuff, but you really haven't, because at the end of the day, you've made no sales. So I highly recommend a one-on-one group. Move into your program or your course, and from there, and I don't talk about membership sites that often because to me that comes after everything else, but if you had a large list, large following, and a lot of content, you could put all that content into a membership site portal where people pay, once a month or once a year for access into that, and when they stop paying, they lose access to it. You can drip feed that content, or you can every single month create new content and put it into your membership site, and that usually goes for $19 or $100 or $200 a month, depending how much value you're offering for membership site. Again, that's a lot of volume you need in that to start generating something decently, 5 or 10 or 20K a month. So I highly recommend, if you're watching this and you're like, what model should I choose? If you're just starting, I say this all the time, one-on-one. Let's get you 5 or 10 clients as quickly as possible at $1,000 a month. Then you can put all of your focus in your business and build out your group coaching. Once you're doing your group coaching, run a few students through it, run a few courses or classes through it, and then create a product out of it. Start selling that. By then, you probably have a pretty good sized email list, and you most likely have a webinar and a system because you were selling your group coaching. You simply model that, create your course or your program. Do that, and once you're raking it in and a ton of people know about you, that would be a good time to start a membership site. I see a lot of coaches that are just brand new to it trying to create a membership site to sell for $19 or $49 a month, and I know the only reason they're doing that is because they feel like that's what they're worth, that they're going to have a hard time selling a $5,000 coaching program. I'm going to let you know that people will pay you if you're good at what you do, or if you're committed to getting better and you're worth it. So if you're building a membership site right now but you've never sold anything, you gotta have 1,000 people in that membership site or 500 people in that membership site to create a pretty decent income. And if the fear of, well, no one will pay me more is popping up, then let's scrap that fear and start building out a different model. So I truly hope that helps. If you want to check out details on every one of the models, then check out the podcast, lucasrubix.com/podcast. And if you want help creating a model, creating a program, creating a system that sells it, generates leads, and brings you clients every single week, then check out the Coaches University. All the information on that is at lucasrubix.com. But for 3 months, me and you are going to go hand by hand, step by step into your business and build it out in tiny small group coaching program that I run, which is the Coaches University. Plus, we've got these beautiful little textbooks that get sent out 3 days after you do sign up. So if you want details, it is by application only. Check out lucasrubix.com or shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll send you some more details on the program. All of these videos come from ideas within the Facebook group, which is the online coaching community. That's a free Facebook group. If you want videos like this for your questions, or you want a database of past videos that'll answer your questions, make sure you check out the online coaching community on Facebook. I'll put links for everything below or above, depending where you're watching this. Again, any questions at Lucas Rubix on Instagram, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, what's going on, coach? Welcome to the #1 coaching program created specifically for coaches who are hungry to build a passionate, predictable, and profitable online coaching business that truly changes the world one client at a time. Welcome to the Coaches University, the place for committed coaches who are ready to build, launch, and grow their online coaching business. Learn more at www.lucasrubix.com, and I'll see you inside, coach.